Welcome back, people, to My Brother's Keeper Career Mode. This is season 4, episode 9, and this is the season finale and the series finale. So today we've got 2 games against Bayern Munich and Frankfurt. I'll try to win those. I'll play them both, and then we'll got an end of season review, and I'll tell you what I'm doing after this. It's like, I'm just so disappointed we couldn't get top 4, but I'm not going to go through next season with all those Europa League games involved and thinking I can win the title. The stamina's going to be down, so I'll just try and end the season the best I can here and now, and see what we can do. Right? Can we win this time around? We won't make the same mistakes twice. We will fight to the end. Morale's a strategic aspect. But Bayern kind of did us dirty the first time around, I remember. So we're going to get into this, and so hopefully we can do a lot better. Right, looks like whatever happens in these last 2 games, this man here, Lucas, will get top goal scorer, because unless Guedes decides to score 2 hat-tricks and I don't score in these last 2 games, then, well, I think that would even make us share it, to be honest. I think he needs to score 7 goals at this rate. So, I've done a very good job in the last episode by making him keep up track with that. Kingsley Coleman gets the ball off me quite easily there. Oh gosh, look how they're passing this ball, man. Golovin. Leon Bailey.
This is the way they like to play, isn't it? And it does allow them with 3 at the back to have 2.
He wasn't even giving me the play I wanted for how many. What are you doing?
You have to time these absolutely perfectly because the attack.
And that is why there is no season 5. And that is why I just can't put up with this anymore. I literally can't. It's just making me miserable. Oh. Thiago.
It's good work here in terms of possession. Can they find the final pass?
Leon Bailey.
He's got his block
Intercepted by. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a way to end the series, man. What a way to end the series. Kingsley Coleman's put Miranchuk in his pocket today as well, man. It's been bad. Oh my gosh, as if he's hit the post from that. The crossbar, I mean.
It's a terrible place to give the ball away. The opponent's line and got the ball.
Oh my gosh. That's not a foul. How did I lose complete balance then? Leon Bailey.
It's Kimmich.
Into Kimmich. Okay, now Kimmich is fizzing it around that midfield. Kimmich. Tried to intercept that there, was not fast enough. Kingsley Coleman. Drags it back into Golovin.
Now can they make this count?
Puts him across. Zuma heads that out. That was Jon Zuma to head that out there. Thiago. Casito.
For a cross. They're looking to get to him and take the ball from him.
Got a bit of space here. Puts that over the top exactly where I wanted it to. Oh, man. Leon Bailey. He never did this when he was playing for Man United. Over the top. Go on, Leo. No.
That looked promising.
Hasn't been good this first half. Let's try and come back in a second.
Bayern Munich.
The only thing we're playing for now is pride, pretty much. I think we've already got a Europa League's position secured. I think. I haven't double checked. I was only looking up on the table and not down, really.
Good width in
Bailey.
the attack here. Looking for a cross at the
Puts him
end of
across there. And Zuma gets it out nicely.
They believe they.
Miranchuk. Drive forward, Lucas.
Diaries on EA Sports, the Bundesliga fixture.
There we go.
Hamburg, they'll be facing Eintracht Frankfurt away from home.
Yeah, it's got a good feel about it. Good pull, one back here. That's a good stop from the goalkeeper.
Strakoschka catches that quite easily.
In possession, passing's good, possibly
Martial.
dangerous. It's Kimmich. Now Bailey.
Leon Bailey.
Close to win it back.
Oh my gosh, he's going to score. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry, that was absolutely ridiculous. Is it offside? Oh my gosh, Sessegnon.
But the flag has gone up.
He did get the ball first, fair play to him. Let's get something back. Oh my gosh, why did you shoot so early on the second try? That's not a foul. The ref is useless. Bro, he went through me first and then got the ball. He completely went through me.
Clever he's through.
Yes.
Well, now it looks like a question of just how many.
I'll say it again, this is why there's no season 5. We can't have competitive matches against Bayern. The last time we was competitive against them was in season 1 when it was in the cup. They probably wasn't even taking us seriously. That's the only reason why it wasn't competitive. Well, that it was competitive, sorry. And now they're just completely annihilating us. Eggenstein has to play so he can come on for the last couple of minutes.
Well, just over 84 minutes, 6 minutes left on my watch.
Oh, wow.
It's good attacking play this from them. Has a go here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I thought that was in. I expect this the same from Frankfurt, man, because Frankfurt are always a tough side for us.
Added on by the referee.
Oh, wow.
Opportunity here.
You can't even score that. Are you serious? How did you not score that? We got sent back down to earth with that one. Right, for the last game of this series, and our Europa League spot isn't even cemented, you know. That just shows how bad we were at the start of the season, really. Okay, so it looks like we have to win this game to even get a chance of getting Europa League. This has now become it's madness. It's absolute madness. Guedes did score in his last game. Obviously not going to be enough though. Okay, let's get this going, people. Last ever game in the series. Huh? There's nothing I can say about that, but just, huh? It didn't even look like a threatening shot. And that's his first goal of the season as well. Well, that's what I like to see, isn't it?
In terms of the Europa League.
Oh, wow. Come on.
I think for this side, I wouldn't be surprised to see
The equaliser here.
There we go. Sessegnon finally gets his second goal.
Yeah, I think they deserve that.
Oh, I'm not even celebrating. It's one of them, isn't it? And it wasn't even meant for him. It was actually meant for Miranchuk in the centre. Honestly, if you look at Sessegnon's stats, you'd think this guy's been terrible all season. You'd be partially right. It's just his composure and his sprint speed in the last third that I've got problems with. Nothing else really. He hasn't had that many goal scoring opportunities, and the ones he has, it's just, as it just says, composure and sprint speed. Like now, watch this now. Probably going to prove me right. Oh no, not here. And Davison Sanchez, he's a nuisance, man. He's an absolute nuisance. That's his 31st goal. Lucas. He was thinking, man, you think I'm not going to get at least one goal in this last game, in this last episode? Nah, man. You don't know me if you don't think I'm going to score. I'm Lucas, man. Have on. That's all I can say. Danny De Costa. Lucas. Oh, Sanchez, Davison Sanchez is a nuisance, man. Oh, that's it. I knew I had to do that fake shot chop then, because I knew if I shot or if I carried on running down that side, Sanchez was going to catch me. And Lucas is at it again with his second goal of the game. I thought I'd pressed the buttons a bit too late then when I did it. It's his 32nd goal. Gerard Muller is the scored the most ever goals in a season, and that's not something we can surpass because that was 40 goals in the season in the Bundesliga. It makes me think though, if he didn't have that goal drought, I'm sure he didn't score for like 4 or 5 games. It's a possibility he could have done it. Because he's pretty much averaging these past episodes. He's averaging like at least 2-3 goals a game. It's mad. All right, we're 3-2 up against Frankfurt. Second half to go. Ref, come on. Come on, ref. Don't be so silly. Don't be stupid now.
Visitors with less possession here. Well, they do say possession is 9/10 of the law.
I was never going to outpace him. I've actually stole the ball off him. Surprise, surprise. And I'm back offside. Can't believe I stole the ball off Davison Sanchez.
Thankful for his performance and for their lead.
It's time for the substitutes, I think, for the substitution for the home team.
Everywhere Lucas goes, Davison Sanchez wants to follow, man.
Striving to get this sort of attack going, and it looked on there.
He's like some people I know from back in school, wherever their friend go, they have to go to. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them people. Puts that over the top there.
Has got any credence to it, Alan?
I just tried to get him off the ball. I could not do it.
Pass. Good purpose in the
We like could not put that through. Davison Sanchez is everywhere, man. Honestly.
Goal at the Rhein Energy Stadium, and it's Alan
Williams is there now as well.
Find the final pass.
Puts that over the top.
Now, can he take them on?
I was just trying to put that through to Lucas there.
Teammate. In behind the defenders.
Pavon.
Wanted to go.
Bacuna.
Teammates getting out of the way because in the clearing.
There we go. Bacuna gets it in.
What a fine goal. They lead by 2 now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Feel a little bit more comfortable.
Left a massive gap open there for Bacuna to just drive through, and that was a big mistake. He's got 92 finishing now as well.
Lovely incisive pass.
Oh, Lucas, man. That should have been your hat-trick. What are you playing at?
Well, it does, and it certainly makes for a better spectacle. If there's an edge maybe amongst the fans, if the supporters unstinting there, that's only going to help the players.
Okay, we've actually beat Frankfurt 4-2. I don't know if it means anything. Oh, they are celebrating, so I'm guessing it means we've got Europa League. I'm guessing anyway. Hoffenheim drew, so I think that means we got... Yeah, we finished 6th. Same points as Hoffenheim, but we beat them on goal difference. Or is it head-to-head? No, look at that. We beat them on goals scored. Ooh. Or unless it's head-to-head. I don't know. I don't know. Right, I'll sim to the end of the season and I'll show you all the season results, and I'll show you who's gone down, and I'll mention what's coming next on the channel. Right, here we are at the end of the season. I'll show you the results of what's going on. Right, we finished 6th in the table. Bayern Munich won the title. No surprise because they played really, really well. The DFB Pokal was won by Leverkusen over Leipzig in the final. The relegation match was up against Union Berlin and Nürnberg. That means Union Berlin have finally gone down, been relegated. It's madness. We lost the Super Cup at the beginning of the season to AC Milan. The Champions League was won by Man City 3-1 over Liverpool. The Europa League, where we got knocked out by, I want to say, Villarreal, was won by Chelsea against Villarreal. And we'll go abroad now. Right, the Premier League was won by Man City with 105 points. It's madness. League 1 was won by PSG. We all know what's going to go on. This was won by Juventus, of course. Ajax, I'm guessing, of course. Barcelona. There we go. Real Madrid didn't even come second that time. That's that. Right, so that's all them sorted. If we look at the statistics now, and who's gone up and who hasn't. Stats. Right, our goalkeeper. A very poor season. 5 clean sheets in 24 matches, but I think the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets was like someone with 13. So everybody was leaking in goals this season, really. And I wouldn't really blame him too much, because at the end of the day, the gameplay and sometimes my defence, it was just all over the shop, all over. And he's gone up by one at the age of 29. So fair play to him. Hugo Lloris has gone down by 3. He was just there as a backup. Luca has stayed the same throughout. Kurt Zuma, he's gone to an 88 now, okay. I think he might have potential to be special the way he's been growing. It's a shame we will not get to see him get there, but he has been a very, very solid player for us. He's our captain now, and couldn't be any better, really. Felix Gerson has gone up by 2 with a bit of training on him. Another very solid player for us. I'm very happy with his progress. Jan Zuma now, the younger brother of the two, 3 years younger, he's now at 80. He was going to be Michael Keane's replacement if there was a season 5, but there won't be. Ajeti's out on loan, Sebastian Meyer's out on loan. Michael Keane's gone up by 1, he's 30 now, he's still injured, he should be back within a couple of weeks, not like it matters, 8 weeks or so. Lars Lucas May went up by 3 to 79. He didn't get to an 80 simply because he got injured, so I wasn't able to train him. He's back in 5 days. Steven Sessegnon went up by 3. He would have gone up a lot more if I trained him more. I think I only trained him twice throughout the season. Bakuna's out on loan, that's the eldest Bakuna. Chris Willock went up by 2 with no training at all, that's good. Ryan Sessegnon went up by 2 with no training at all. If you look at his statistics, 2 goals, 4 assists in 32 appearances is pretty appalling for a winger, but he wasn't the problem, that's for sure. Higginstein, now he was awful. He had 1 goal in 30 appearances, and I can't remember him making an assist as a centre midfielder or anything. Bakuna had 3 goals and 1 assist in 24 appearances, made a lot of assists, also went up by 4. And his pace was increasing. If I show you a lot, you see his pace here, he went to an 81 sprint speed from a 74, and he went to a 79 acceleration. He hasn't got 1 single red stat. His lowest stat is his slide tackle, which is 61. What an amazing all-round player. I think I'm losing my voice, I don't know what's going on. Enzo went up by 78. Had a quiet season off the bench, really. Felix went to an 80 with no training. I think he's still got potential to be special tag on him. Alexei Miranchuk went up by 1 to an 84. Very, very good season if you ask me. 6 goals, 9 assists from attacking midfielder. And you know, he ain't the fastest. Well, he wasn't the fastest to begin with, now he's quite quick. But I do like him as a player. I prefer his brother though. He had 7 goals, 9 assists on the right hand side this time instead of in the cam. That was very good. Willock, he was in and out. I don't know how to, judge Willock really. Traore's out on loan. Eggenstein, he was one of them where I don't think I used him for long enough to be able to tell. Mario Götze went down by 1. He was a substitute. Michy Batshuayi, he just isn't my sort of player. I like my fast players, and he's got a good weak foot on him though, I'll give him that. Traore, he's okay. I think if there was a season 5, he'd be a very, very good substitute for us. We could have had Leazika and Dimitri up top, and then he could drop in off the bench. That would be very effective now that he's 78 overall. Probably would have been 80 by the start of the season as well. Aaron Leazika, this was an amazing season. Look at that here. He had 29 goal contributions in 29 games. I just wasn't expecting him to be this good, honestly. 14 goals, 15 assists in 29. And in the Champions League, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Europa League, 1 goal in 2 appearances. It was a very good season. But he was still nothing on this season. He played 33 times in the Bundesliga. He had 32 goals. And he had 13 assists. and he went up by 3 to an 85 overall. He must have, I won't be able to tell because he's 24, but I'm sure he's probably got a potential to be special tag on him. He's maxed out in sprint speed, his acceleration was still going up, his strength was still going up. He was becoming a complete striker, an animal. Wilkie was out on loan. So that is it for the career mode and for the series. It's been a fun one, and obviously I haven't had that emotional connection to this one than I did against the Reggae Boyz. So what's going to happen with the channel now is either tomorrow or the day after. I think it might be tomorrow, I'm not sure, don't count me on that yet. We will have the Hall of Fame episode for this. Obviously it will be the same format as we did with the Reggae Boyz, and I'll show you which 7 made it into the Hall of Fame and who gets their highlight reels and the award ceremonies as well. That will be obviously probably around about the same time, an hour plus as the Reggae Boyz. After that, there won't be a teaser for the next career mode because I am done with FIFA 20 now. This series kind of, it deflated me a bit because I felt the scripting was real now. It was really real, and I've never felt this bad on FIFA where if the game doesn't want you to win, I felt like that for the whole season. You wasn't going to win. Like, it was just written in the stars, and I just don't want to go through that again. So my idea is now to get through some of the games that I've got on here before FIFA 21 comes out. I'm recording this in April. I don't know when FIFA 21 is going to come out. It'll probably get delayed because of you know what going on in April now. And what I'll do is I'll show you which games I've got going up here. So we've got God of War, Spider-Man, Arkham Knight, Injustice, the Mega Drive classics, Dragon Ball Fighters, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Crash Bandicoot, the Dragon Ball Xenoverse Collection, Grand Theft Auto, Uncharted 4, Nathan Drake Collection, that's all 3 I think, Mortal Kombat, Return to Arkham series, Rayman Legends, and that's a DVD. And we've got FIFA 20 up there and Devil May Cry 5. Some PS3 games over here. I don't think we'll play any of those. But we've got Jump Force and the DMC Collection Definitive Edition. And we've got some Wii U games as well. I've also brought a Nintendo Switch recently, so I've got Pokemon on there at the moment and Mario Odyssey. I've just got to figure out which games I want to record. I was thinking firstly Spider-Man, but the games I've just shown you, I've played most of them, completed most of them. So if the ones I've completed and I want to record and put on the channel, there'll probably be DLC that I haven't done. So if it's Spider-Man, I've completed the game, but it would just be like a DLC only, so it might just be a 6-episode thing or something short like that. I don't know, I need to work it out yet. And along the lines of other stuff. I've been, obviously you'd probably be able to tell, but I'm a big DC fan, anime fan, stuff like that. I've played every single Arkham game, even Origins, which is the one people forget about, which was one of my favourites out of the lot really. And Arkham Knight, I played all the DLC through that, but I've enjoyed it, so that might be on the channel as well. We're going to figure through that. The Sega Mega Drive classics, right? I grew up with the Sega Mega Drive. My family never had a lot of money, so whenever people was playing PS2s and stuff, I was still on my Sega, and you know, it was mad old, but I got a lot of good memories from those, so I did buy that a couple of years ago, and you might see some of that content on the channel as well. Shadow of War, now I've played Shadow of Mordor, I completed it. I put in Shadow of War once and I wasn't feeling it, but because I brought the game, I'd like to get through it, and you know, I only played it for like half an hour, so maybe it does get better, so maybe that will be on the channel too. You know, everything you've seen up there, maybe it will be on the channel, and I'm just gonna sit down, work it out. But now it's time for me to have a bit of a rest after this, edit the last couple of episodes, last 2 episodes that I've just recorded, and figure out all the statistics for the Hall of Fame and do that video, because that video takes a long time. You could probably tell it's over an hour long. We got the highlight reels, we got stuff, so it might be another, you know, at least a week or two where I'll start recording other content. But for you, it should be, you know, day after day, because I'm so far ahead of time. So I'd like to thank all the newcomers. If there are newcomers, I don't know what's I can't see in the future, but I'd like to thank everybody that stayed on the channel. And I'll say it again, I love you all, man. It's just a thing I've wanted to do for years, and I'm glad I'm still doing it. So till next time.